What a beautiful day. What is up, you guys? It's Alyssa here, back with another video. Today's video is about the winter blues. I'm kind of quiet because I'm outside and I don't want to be too loud, you know, so I'm trying my best to be as quiet as possible as I can. But anyways, today's video is all about the winter blues. As you just saw, it's a beautiful day today, but I wanted to film out here, you know. So I'm gonna be reading some things off of my phone. Some of you guys know I do this throughout my videos, but I wanted this video to be real and raw because I know what it's like to go through the winter blues, or to go through when it's like a gloomy day and it can affect your mood, and you know, the seasonal emotions or seasonal depression. Like, I know about all that, and you guys know that I'm really big on mental health and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to, you know, express throughout this video today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also too, what am I doing? Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. Vlogmas Day 2. Please excuse the noise in the background, by the way, like the cars and everything like that. Excuse that. But yeah, today is Vlogmas Day 2, and yeah, let's get right on into the video. So the first tip that I have is to try to enjoy the small things. I know it's the holiday season and you might be having some different emotions about different things, but try to enjoy the small things. Like the change of weather could be the trees are changing, or you see the birds flying in the sky, or you're happy about your favorite meal that your mom is going to cook or your grandmother is going to cook, or you're excited just about just the holidays, like the festivities in general. Like, try to enjoy the small things of life. Take your stress off of it. Don't focus on the stressful situations. I know it can be difficult sometimes, and you know, I know that it's tough, but at the end of the day, try your best not to focus on anything that may try to stress you out. Just try to enjoy the small things of life, the beauty of the small things of life, the God's creation, you know, the birds, the trees, the water. Like if you live by a beach, or if you live in like an area where there's a lot of trees and a lot of grass, or whatever it's not, just try to enjoy nature. Like, just enjoy the beauty of life. The next thing that I want to talk about when it comes to the winter blues is God's word. So what do I mean by God's word? Like, you gotta dive into the Bible to help you to overcome those emotions. I know those emotions where you just feel so low and down, feel like you have nothing else to do throughout the day, nothing else to do throughout your life. You may be dealing with a lot right now, but just know that God is with you. He loves you and He is there for you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. And I know you may probably dealing with some anxiety, but you gotta cast your anxieties onto God, for He cares for you. That scripture is amazing. And joy comes in the morning as well. That's in another scripture as well. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to understand that you will get through it. Like, start your day off with God. Like, start your day off with God, and you know, dive into your devotionals, into His word, have Bible study. Like, and you don't have to do this all by yourself, you know, go to Bible study, or you know, it's never too late to join a Bible study. I think some Bible studies actually end towards the end of the year, but if they do have some more Bible studies like throughout the year, like join a Bible study within your church, or you know, you can try your best to, you know, just ask a friend, like, oh, do you want to do Bible study one day at a coffee shop, or you want Bible study at a park, or whatever it might be. Like, just ask someone. And like, just one thing I want to say, you are not alone when you're going through this, which I'm going to get into within this video, but you are not alone. And at the end of the day, like, God is with you and He loves you. And back to God's word, like, God's word is like so much fruit. It's the fruit of life. It's literally breathing life. And one scripture that I do want you to or a few scriptures I do want you to remember is Psalms 118:24, or Psalms 118:24. This is the day the Lord has made, rejoice and be glad in it. This goes back to my last tip about enjoy the small things. You woke up this morning, that's a blessing, you know. You're able to have food, or you know, electricity, or clean water, whatever it might be. You have a family, you have like breathing life, you're able to breathe on your own and do all these different things. Like, honestly, like, rejoice and be glad in this day. be appreciative of this day that God has made and has created. Like, you got to learn how to be present in the moment, appreciate each moment, whether it's good or bad. I know that's hard to do because you might be going through these emotions right now throughout the winter, or as we're diving into the winter season, and you may feel like, you know, I can't get through this, but you can get through it. And another scripture I want you to read, which is Psalms 121, and this scripture, which I'm gonna read off of the Bible app 1 second really quickly. It says, I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. And that scripture is just amazing. And then Psalms 23:4 says, even when I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. God is with you, like, or with me. Like, that's the truth right there. God is with you. He is with you whenever you feel like you're in this moment of darkness, or this moment of just feeling like I can't get through these emotions, these negative emotions that I'm having while I'm going through this season of the winter blues. Like, no, like, that's not true. You will get through it. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through it, those emotions. I know what it feels like to feel depressed and to feel low, like there's nothing else going on for your life. It's like, I know what it's like to just be, you know, when it's a rainy day, you just feel down and low. Well, of course, you know, get into those cozy vibes, and, you know, it's the holidays, you're gonna be cozy, you know, just have your blanket, watch a Christmas movie or whatever, this and that. But I know what it's like to, you know, when you get sick of it, or when you get sick of just the gloomy days. But appreciate the gloomy days. The gloomy days can be beautiful, you know, almost like when it happens to the gloomy days throughout life, what we deal with on a regular basis. Some of those things need to be appreciated. You know, try to look at the positive or the bright side of things. The next thing I want to say is that it will pass. Your emotions come and go. Just don't, like, try to put off your emotions. Like, feel your emotions. Feel the emotions that you are dealing with. Don't try to put it off, or, you know, try to, you know, not recognize them or acknowledge them. They will pass. Trust me, your emotions will pass, but it takes time. Just try to just feel your emotions, and just feel, and just allow yourself to just breathe. Just breathe through your emotions. And the next thing I want to talk about is mental illness. Mental illness can be big. I've dealt with it before, depression and anxiety, so I know what it's like. It's easy just to say, just to be positive. It's easy just to say, just to get through it, or to look at life from the bright side, like I just said. But I know it can be difficult for some who may struggle with mental illness and may have had a diagnosis, or all the different other things. I know, I've dealt with it. I'm not sitting up here and trying to sugarcoat the fact that you're not going through what you're going through, because I know it can be tough. I know it can be tough. Maybe you're dealing with loss these holidays. Maybe you're dealing with, you know, just some dark emotions. Maybe about, you know, I don't know what you're dealing with, your circumstances or whatever it might be. I know what it's like. I know. I'm not perfect, and none of us are perfect. But at the end of the day, you will get through it. You will get through it. Like, mental illness is real. And I want you guys to understand that if you do struggle with mental illness, just know that it's okay. You're not any different. You're not, you know, odd or whatever you want to call it. Like, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, just feel your emotions. Like, don't try to fight it off as much, and just let yourself just breathe through the emotions. Just breathe. And another thing I want to say, which moving on, is to God sees you. He sees you through it. He sees you through those emotions, and he loves you. He is there for you through the seasonal depression, the winter blues, the seasonal blues, whatever you want to call it. Like, honey, he sees you through it, and you are not alone. Like I said earlier in this video, you are not alone. You are not alone. God has your back. And there are also other resources out here, and other people out here who want to help you. And not only that, your friends, your family, people out here you may think are otherwise, but they love you as well. They love you. I love you. I care about you. Just know that you aren't alone through this. Like, you aren't alone. You are not alone. plenty of people out here might be dealing with the same stuff that you are dealing with right now. The same exact stuff. Just don't know. Like, there's a lot of people out here who might be dealing with the same thing, similar stuff. It may not be the exact same thing, whether it's worse or not worse. And the next thing I want to say, which is the last tip, is the fact that the winter is just a season. Just like there's different seasons throughout life, winter is just a season. It will pass. It will pass. So I just wanted to make this video because I know with the seasons changing and things like that, like, it can be a little difficult. The days have been gloomy where I'm at, and it has been affecting my mood. But try your best to be as positive as possible, and try your best to just feel your emotions, just breathe through it, understand that you are not alone, that you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. Just remember that. Please remember that, because I just know, like, it will get better. Remember that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Vlogmas Day 2. It was kind of on the chiller side and just relaxing, laid back outside. I might film more videos outside, you know, but I really do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for some more Vlogmas content, because it's coming. Like, it's gonna be more festive, more happy, you know, with the holidays and things, but it's also gonna be straight up self-improvement and straight up motivation. Like, motivational, inspirational, like empowerment, helping you grow and preparing for 2024, you know. So that's what these videos are going to be about, most of them at least. Like I said in my other videos, I might vlog here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be like self-improvement, motivational videos, and just helping you to, you know, get through the holidays and to prepare you, like I said, for 2024, and to help you just grow as an individual and be better as an individual. And another thing I want to say right now before we end this video is the fact that you are already enough. You are already enough. This might be off topic, but it's the truth. Like, honey, you are already enough. You don't need to change as much. Like, if you want to change, cool. Don't want to change, cool. But you are enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 3. Alright, bye.